Hi, Harry.
Good evening.
No, shut up. Stop. Stop.
Sauce it up. If you watch that screen, you're gonna be on it before you know it.
Aren't steelhead like saltwater rainbow trout?
You're talking
They're coming off the Great Lakes.
fast. You're talking. You're gonna be the why. You're doing why you're here.
So like, what's the difference between like a steelhead and a rainbow trout? 'Cause I know they're like really similar, but I just don't know the difference.
They're like big,
obviously not my name
rainbow
anymore.
trout.
There's
Yeah.
really big rainbow trout.
Why?
I wonder if they're going to deliver us that food.
Dad, don't let him gas out your tent.
Number two.
Is there a line? Food inside?
Yeah.
What time's our phone call?
No.
Oh, wait, there's something else I brought. For Jim. I have a gift for Jim.
So you're going up, you said you were going up in November to catch steelhead, right? Like, how big are they? Like, really big, right?
And if we test this again,
You still have. Still coming to.
they're not. How are they- That's weird. Oh. Just make sure.
There's chips and mustard.
There we go. That would explain that.
So we have the YouTube live.
So we've had some technical difficulties. Can you guys out there in the virtual world see us and hear us? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you can hear us.
Perfect. Perfect. Jeff,
All right,
let's get us started.
you're welcome. Right here. All right. Welcome to Dog Mountain Scout Reservation. Here we have a beautiful fall night. At the reservation, and we have the food cooking here in the background. Steve Hoffman is on the roll right now. Hamburgers going. So anyway, welcome everyone to our second annual Tent-In. Last year was our virtual Tent-In, and this year it's an actual Tent-In. So it's a big joy to be doing that. So I'd like to start just by thanking all participants that are participating in the second annual Tent-In. And we'll be talking to each one of them tonight. We're gonna do a check here. Jim Milham, I see you. The audio sound okay to you?
No, it doesn't. There's an issue with, it seems like either you're getting feedback. I'm not exactly what it is, but you're getting some feedback.
So we have two speakers.
It could be, now try it. Same issue. Now try it.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Clear?
Better. Yes.
Better.
Now, can you hear me, Jim?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Jeff, step back over here so that your speaker is, you're
I can zoom in on.
speaking at the, kind of in the,
Well, so it's camera's there and the speaker's here. So
yeah, just keep coming back.
There you
can't
go.
do that. Okay. That's
There we go.
that's better.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome to the world of technology.
So our thousands of people that are watching right now are probably a little bit confused, but We're going to go forward here. Welcome again. Jerry, can you hear us okay? Well, Jerry's on mute.
I can hear you.
All right, and I can hear you. That's perfect. All right, so anyway, we're going to be having a fun night here as we try to raise the final money for our tent in. And so right now we have some of our tenters they need to get their nourishment up because they're camping overnight. We have Kevin's diving into the hamburgers. Steve's been on the grill doing sausages. We have a nice plate of cheese that Dwayne brought. So it's a festive time here right now. Our goal for the evening is to close out the tent in, and our hope is to encourage each other to find the final funds we need to make our $40,000 goal. Dwayne, are you able to give us where we are right now?
I can. Let me pull up the charts. I've also got some photos to share with people. And so here's our full chart going across the way. Brian Beto, just over 40%. Jerry Blecker, well over 100%. Dwayne, over 100%. Chaz, over 100%. Should be green or just about 100%. Bill Banzoff, 30%. Ian, almost 150%. Randy, just under 100%. Harry, I can't see, over 200%. Jeff at 60. Matt Hensiger, a little over 30. Paul Crow, we're at almost 200%. Bob Abe's over 200%. Way to go. Tom Faust up there at just below 120. Oh, I can't see the whole screen here, everybody. Keep going across. David Fry, 100%. Henry Stratton Brown. I can't read that, Jeff. Can you read that? Just under 150%. Steve Hoffman, a little over 150%. Rich Howard, a little over 20. Tom Kaufman, 200% plus. Jim Berger, almost 40%. Dennis Harmon, almost 40%. Michael Hughes, almost 120%. Kevin Hunnicky, approaching the 200% amount. Dick Kepler, almost 150. Jim Milham, 100, a little over 100. Cole Mitchell, coming in strong. Greg Sklar, just about 100%. Jim McHale, 250%, and Mark Molfetta, a little over 100%. So that takes us to $33,857,000, or 84.6% of our goal, Jeff.
Well, that's reachable. That's pretty impressive here, starting it out. So, yeah, bravo, guys. Bravo. So what I'd like to do is just introduce the tenters we have here, and then we're going to let the tenters on Zoom introduce themselves here. So who wants to come up here and be the first one? Randy? Randy's up here. He's in a tent. He made sure he didn't miss the tenting part of it this year.
I'm almost out of my tent. And where is Ann? Because Ann and Bob are going to be buying me dinner. I can taste it now. So, no reaction. Beautiful night up there.
Untrue.
Beautiful night. Thanks to everybody for all you're doing.
Untrue. We're not done.
I'm not done either.
Oh, we have a celebrity in the house. Mr. Kaufman, please come here.
Nice.
Not ready yet.
Tom's in.
Tom just drove up here. Here. Say hi to your touring fans.
Where are we?
Here, you're right here.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
So the camera's right there too.
hello, everybody.
So Tom just arrived, obviously, so he's gonna get going here. He was what, like close to 200% on his goal, right?
Tom Kaufman right now is 208% of his goal.
Woo-hoo! So Tom's
But I think you ought to share his number.
You don't need to.
Tom set a goal of $5,000 this year.
and 200% of $5,000 is,
10,390.
that's very impressive. I think it's something from before.
Yep.
We really appreciate your,
You bet.
we're gonna talk to you a little
Great
bit
thought.
while and find, we wanna get some of the secrets of your success.
Sure. no
All
problem.
right, Tom, thank you.
Yep.
Who else do we have in the room? Someone that's Dennis? And you can tell them about your tent. Here, come a little bit, there you go.
Good evening. My troop wanted to know what would be the thing I'd forget at the next outing. Well, this is called a tent in. Guess what I left at home? You got it, my tent. However, the scout is always prepared. I had a tarp in my truck and I've set together a little tarp type shelter and I'm planning to stay here and camp tonight and have a good time with the rest of the tenters.
And Dennis is happy that this is in February when we were tenting last year too. So, who else? You want-
Let the volunteers go.
You can get, we want the good looking guys up here first there.
Well, you're already up here.
I was up, I was first.
Okay.
What I talking about?
Just introduce yourself. Tell
Hello,
everyone.
everyone. My name is Ryan Seidup. I'm a program specialist with the Hawk Mountain Council. I just came on staff earlier this year. Thanks to the amazing internship opportunity with the council. So I look forward to working with all my volunteers, and all the campers, and because I know she's watching. Hi, Mom.
Very good. And where are you in your goal percentage wise?
I think somebody just messaged me, so I think I actually just hit my goal.
Whoa, well, we'll find out next month.
110%, Brian.
Oh, he's still a little bit?
No, 110% of his
Oh,
goal.
10%.
Awesome. There you go.
Excellent. Very good.
Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next. Kevin.
Hey, so I requested some help from our former camp staff members and a lot of them came through for us. They did really well for me, so thank you. I'll be out tonight, having a good time with the guys here, and we'll be up in our campsite soon, having a campfire, roasting s'mores and having a good time.
Excellent.
Yes.
So what percent are you on your goal right now? You have
Pushing 200.
200%.
200%. Yep.
Excellent job here.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Now we have a lumberjack.
A lumberjack. I had my scout shirt, has been in my car for the last 2 weeks. Wore it to the meeting last night. Didn't make it back in the car. Sorry.
But we still cherish you.
But hey, I appreciate that. Hey, everybody at home. Hi, everybody at the Brugger backyard tent out. That looks really great. So yeah, we have a Dutch oven meal that we're gonna be doing here tonight for dessert. We have a fresh apple and blueberry cobbler that we're doing. So pretty excited about that. And we're gonna see Jeff's gonna do his amazing fire starting skills, and we're gonna have a great old time.
Steve's our chef here for tonight, at least. Here, and he has all kinds of good things. So,
Well,
but thank you.
the thing about scouting is the leaders always eat well. Okay, that's how you get them to come back. All right.
Good advice.
All right, I'm at 150% of my base goal, and I'm still working on my stretch goal. So,
Excellent.
doing good.
Very good. All right. We got
Hello, everybody. Greg Sklar here. I'm almost 100% of my goal, correct?
You are 96%.
96%. And I have some people that have already told me that they've texted me that so over the weekend they're going to donate some money. So it looks like I'll be out of my tent. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here with everybody here tonight because my troop has some stuff going on tomorrow. I told them I'd help them with. So I wish I could stay, but I think it's going to be great. I think something tells me we're going to be pretty close to getting our goals on this.
yes.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you, Greg. Who else here? Anybody? Cole? Is that the-
Cole.
Up.
Pass the spatula.
Cole's coming in out of the smoke.
All the way up there.
There, right here. Cameras right there.
Yep, I see it. Okay. Speak here.
Go ahead, just introduce yourself and.
Okay, so I'm Cole, a district executive for Black Rock District.
Well, where are you with your goal?
He's on,
What
he's
percent?
on the move, right?
He's on the move.
I am pretty good. It's upwards from here.
Upward from here, huh? You're still, you're gonna have the final push here then, is what you're saying?
That's right.
All right.
That's right. I got a credit card if nothing else.
We're cheering you on. Thank you, Cole. How about Dwayne? Dwayne's behind the screen here, but Dwayne has been doing a lot of work behind the screen.
Yes, all the technical problems are my fault. I'll just say it. Jim put me in charge of it. That was the mistake. So really great to be here. I want to say thank you to everybody that is watching virtually tonight. Hopefully there's a lot of folks out on YouTube. Last I saw, there was 10 or so out on YouTube, and hopefully we'll get more views afterwards. But this is incredible. You know, we started this, 4 or 5 months ago, say, hey, we ought to have a tent in. We ought to have a tent in. And you know, it was successful last year, but we're going to do some combinations here. We're going to bring it back up to camp here. And you guys are incredible. We came into the tent in last year, all virtual. We raised $29,000 walking into the night. When we came in here tonight, we opened up the Zoom meeting, and we were over $33,000 raised. That's incredible, and thank you. I see us getting to our $40,000 goal, and we'll keep going from there. So really glad I'm here.
We're gonna introduce our IT help here.
Yeah, I'll let Michael come up.
Michael's the most important to us tonight.
Hello, I'm Michael Hughes. I'm one of the new district executives. I'm a little taller than everyone else.
Everyone's
but-
taller than me.
So I've reached my goal, and I want to continue going up as we have a little bit more time. But I made it out of my tent. So
Excellent, thank you.
Mhm.
So now we have some familiar faces here on the screen. I'd like to kind of go around, maybe with Dwayne's help, to just introduce who's joining us virtually.
Yeah, Harry, why don't you get on and say hello?
Hi, I'm in my electronic tent.
Wonderful.
So, Harry, how are you doing with your goal?
Don't have much to say, but I'm just tickled that we got a lot of people working hard.
Good, all right. Okay, thank you. Who else? Should I just read that as I see them up there? I see Rich Howard on the line here. Rich, you look fantastic.
Well,
Look
why,
like
hey,
Mag-
thank you. Thank you very
Magnum-
much.
Magnum PI with the Hawaiian shirt and stuff. I mean,
I am. Well, hey, this has been a very unique and interesting day. So I'm just glad to be on here tonight, even for a few minutes, and to say hi to everybody. I'm so glad everybody's working so hard on this. And just wanted to, I don't know, Dwayne, did you want me to share a few things about camp while I'm on, or how did you want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the things I just want to share with everybody, I know Michelle's on here somewhere. I saw her, and of course Jim and Jerry are on here as well. And Dwayne, you guys all had an opportunity, as did you, Jeff, to come up to camp this last summer. For everybody live on YouTube tonight, I want to tell you we had an absolutely outstanding summer. One of the things that really was a great thing for us is we put about 1,300 scouts through the program this summer on both our Cubs side and our Scouts BSA side. And I can tell you that it was absolutely fantastic for all of them. And of course, with that, we also had a number of staff members and other adult leaders that were there that helped out with that. So just a really great event. And I just really want to say thank you to the entire team for making all of that happen. It was COVID-free the entire summer, We did a great job. And again, I'm looking forward to next summer and growth there as well. And this is one of the things, this event here, as well as our Friends of Scouting campaigns, that's what helps us run our camps, provide operations for all of our all the things that we do here in the council, all the program opportunities. So thank you all for all your help.
Still, I'm hearing very good things about them.
You're muted. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Start again.
Oh, they told me they muted me because they're tired of the way I sound. But Rich, I'd like to personally thank you. I keep hearing all the compliments of the camp experience this year. I mean, the kids really did have a great time, and that to me is what camp's all about.
Absolutely. And I will tell you this, Jeff, I believe very strongly we had an absolutely outstanding staff. Michelle having come on board, all of our district executives were fully engaged at camp. Of course, Jim was up there as well. And really, it was the team of folks that I had working with me to make that camp a possibility. Really, the credit goes to them. Again, fantastic job. Couldn't have done it without, any one of those team members being on the group. And really just, again, fantastic people to work with. And that's what makes it so special and makes it so unique.
So you had great teamwork, Rich. Was there anything in particular that, that you can think of here that made it, such a success this year?
Well, again, and I go back a couple of years before Michelle came on board, Matt and I jumped in, Jim and Matt and I had a long conversation. Jerry was part of that conversation as well. I'm not sure where you were in that conversation, Jeff. I believe you were there. And I'll tell you, one of the things we really took a step back on is we took a step back and we looked at the way we ran camp, the standards that we had, our professionalism as a staff, and yet still having a great time. And we really refocused those things. The staff members that we had come back this year that were there 2 years ago in 2019, those staff members were absolutely outstanding. So we had the best of the best come back and work with us. And really, I think that's what set the stage for success this year and will set the stage for success in out years, at least on the operational side. And again, it's events like this that make it possible for us to do that on the financial side, to support the operational side of things, to support the programming that we do at camp. Really absolutely critical to what we do.
Yeah, and I'd agree, Rich. And we did talk about years ago, having some of that consistency of keep building the program and have some of those great leaders come up, more than one season and can build from that. And so I think the teamwork makes people want to come back and participate again. So it's really noticeable. So thank you for all you do and the team that makes it such a success. So
Well, certainly this team here too. So thank you.
Paul Crow.
Paul, you're right in the middle of our screen here. So you're front and center here. You want to say a few words?
Okay, I'm the Kukuzing District Chair. I've been involved with as a volunteer for probably 24 years. Looks like I've exceeded my goal and can get out of the tent. I'm not sure I could sleep on the ground 2 weekends in a row. Last weekend up at the Jubilee, got some muscles working on my back that are a little tight. I'm sorry I'm missing the good camp food that you have back there. I see the smoke rising. So thanks to everybody who helped participate and helped me meet my goal and the councils.
Yeah, Paul, thank you for what you do for this event, of course, but everything that you do. So, and your tent where you are right now looks just fine. So, Dick, I see you up on the screen there. You want to say a few words? Hold on, we have to unmute you. One second, because is he still muted?
Dick? Yeah, he has to unmute himself.
Oh, Dick, I guess you have to unmute yourself, or you hit the space bar.
There you go.
Okay. Are we there?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, one thing that fascinates me with the program is I've been involved with scouting almost 40 years, and I'm seeing youth come back of fathers who went through the program when I got started. And that's one thing that really impresses me. And I hope we can keep the program going with the way we're doing it.
Yes, well, you've seen a lot in the 40 years of the program here, and you've been an active member of the council. And again, thank you for all you do. So how do you stand on your goal? Are you getting close to?
About 140%.
140%, fantastic. Excellent. That's good news. Okay, let me keep going around the virtual room here. Let's see. I think we should, the Bruger Backyard Troop seems like a fun kind of group here. Anyone there want to, oh, look at how the lights come on.
I'll start. So I'm actually in my office because I'm updating the spreadsheet as we go. For those that don't know, I'm Ann Bruger. I work for the council as the development director. But way before I was a development director, I had 2 scouts in the program. And I was a den leader and a committee chair, and then a troop committee member for PAC and Troop 413 in Wyomissing. So right now in my backyard, a bunch of my pals from Troop 413 are hanging out with a campfire. There's Tom Faust and Jim McHale and Henry Stratton Brown's there, and Bob Ames and my brother and my sister-in-law, and I'm not even sure who else yet. So we all individually set our goals, but my personal goal for my backyard was to raise over $3 grand as a group. And I'm happy to report that right now we're over $3,660. So, woohoo! So I'd like to throw it right now to Tom Faust, and he's going to talk about why scouting.
I just want to say hello. I've been helping out since my oldest son, who's now 25. I have 2 sons, 22 and soon to be 25, that are Eagle Scouts. And I started helping just as they were crossing into Boy Scouts. I was the Scoutmaster for several years, and I continue to help on the side. I'm kind of like the emergency reserve person right now. So call me if an Eagle Scout needs help. I'll stop their parents from pulling their hair out and keep them on track and assist where needed. Make a camp out helping happen if some parents are bailing. That hasn't happened yet. And it's been my best adventures and experiences with my boys has been on scouting trips, not the regular vacations during scouting. It led me to take a 2-week trip 2 years ago. I did 5,300 miles, just threw them in the truck and went out west and did 6 national parks and drove 5,300 miles. It was so easy. They just kind of mapped everything out. They took care of it, just, winged a 2-week trip. And, I look at the skill sets it's provided for them, it is just taking them so far in their lives and the confidence it is giving them and the skill sets they don't even realize that some of those that they have that they use every day. I reached my goal of 120%. And so I'm out of the tent already, but I'll sleep in my tent. I haven't been in a tent in a little while, so I was actually looking forward to it. But it's just been, great with the Wyomissing Troop. We're in our 106th year, I think, coming up, I believe, the troop. And I just will always support the Scouts, always. Thank you.
Appreciate what you do. You look like you have the perfect place there by the campfire.
Yes.
So, Jeff, if it's okay, I'd like to throw it to Jim McHale. He is actually in my backyard, stuck in his tent, and Jim can tell you why.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. I'm very curious because it looks like he's in a dark tent, but I can just see his silhouette. So I want to hear more.
Well, I have a lantern around, but I can't get it because it's outside the tent.
Keep talking, Jim.
Okay, Tom's going to get the lantern for me. So I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 413, and I'm the Assistant Cub Master of PAC 413. And both of my boys are in one or the other units. My youngest guy, there we go. Maybe you can see. There we go. Hey.
All right. Oh.
Hey. Wonderful. So my youngest guy, he was the first one to donate because Ann had this crazy idea that people would donate more to keep me in the tent than to get me out of the tent. And of course, once he heard that, the first thing he did was, Dad, I've got money saved up. Here you go. And so he was my first one. I am running about 2 to 1 to keep me in this tent, and I can't get out all night long. So you might think that's a bad deal, right? But on the other hand, they have to come and serve me. They have to bring the food and beverages, whatever I want. They're at my beck and call, all of them. So this could actually work out to my benefit. But as you all know, scouting is an unparalleled program for youth development. There's nothing like it in the world. And I was a Cub Scout and I was a Boy Scout Explorer Post leader. And I've been in this a long time, like a lot of you have. There's nothing like it in the world. And it's amazing to see these kids develop and grow into very interesting adults. So thank you for everything everybody does. And I think I'm over 250% of my goal. So maybe next year, well, I think I'm going to leave it as it is, because if it's running 2 to 1 against me, this is really a bad deal. So I think 250 is fine, because 750 would get me out.
Jim, we have breaking news. I want to interrupt here for just a minute because I think we have something. Dwayne wants to share this with everyone.
Uh-oh.
Denise from Pack 413 in Wyomissing. Denise, it's good to see you. I have a question for you. Why do you support your dad in the tent in?
Well, why I put money against him is because so many times I gave him to test back in and so many others. And now I'm getting paid back.
So your dad has to stay in his tent depending on how much money he raises, correct? And that's your payback?
Yep.
That's awesome. Are there any other reasons why you wanted to donate to keep your dad in the tent? Nope. Just payback. And also because you love scouting, right? Yeah. All right, thank you. Hi, I'm here with Jimmy from Pack 413 in Wyomissing.
Yeah,
right.
that's my kid. That is definitely my kid.
It's nice to see that you're loved so much and appreciated. So I can't imagine what else they have in store for you, because it looks like they're a conniving group there. Anna, is there anyone else there in your backyard?
Bobby is there. Bobby, oh, there's Henry Stratton Brown. Henry, you want to say something?
You're muted. Unmute yourself. There we go.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Anne, for arranging this and telling us we have to turn up. 3-line whip always works with Anne. It's great to be part of this. Scouting is an international community. Ironically, I found my Cub Scout patches from the UK last night, so it moves across the world. It's an amazing organization and it's great to support it, and it's got an exciting future. So this is good. So thank you all very much.
Is Bobby right there?
He's on a mission to get some food.
We'll catch up with him later.
Wait, we can watch him load up. Okay.
There's a lot of good food.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are roughing it.
We are.
Good.
Anne is always prepared.
All right. Well, is that everyone out of the Burger backyard right now?
Yeah, everyone except Bobby. He's getting food.
All right. Well, maybe we'll come back to Bobby. I see Charles Andrews, and I would like to say I've been proud to tell other people that Charles was in my Cub Pack and Boy Scout troop. So I've known Charles since he was in kindergarten, probably. And it's been very nice to have him continue serving the council here. Charles, you want to say a few words?
Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight, and I believe I'm at 100% of my goal, or maybe just a little bit over, Dwayne.
He's looking.
For those who donated, thank you very much, Scouting.
102%. We'll go to the
102%. There we go. Well, finish with a little bit of extra, a little bit of wiggle room. But Thank you again. The program has meant a lot to me, especially as I was one of those scouts who needed assistance because of parental issues at home sometimes. So I've liked to often give back in that case. And in this year, I decided to do a little campaign of my own of torture Chaz, so to speak. So for every $50, I was allowed myself to get pied in the face at a future roundtable. So Frontier District, pay attention, come out to roundtable, and you might see me get pied in the face 20 times.
Wow, that's motivation.
Yeah, it is. For reaching 500, I would get pelted with my water balloons at a round table. So I got that. For 750, I would shave my entire head, including my hair, what little of it's left, and my beard, so that way completely shaved. And for hitting the $1,000 goal, I would be a professional popsicle and go for the polar plunge this year up at Hawk Mountain Scout Reservation. So having a little bit of fun while we're raising some money for a good cause.
So Chaz, how much have you raised so far?
My goal was 1,000, so if I'm at 102%, I'm a little over that.
Wow, it sounds like you're gonna get cold.
Yep, I'm gonna get cold.
Yeah, well, excellent job. Bravo. Bravo.
And a thank you again to all who donate to me and to donate to other tenters. This is a really, truly great program, and glad it's made an impact on only my own life, but everyone else's as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Chaz. I see Josh Potts, but it's kind of a white out there. I'm not sure what's. Oh.
Hey, if it's
How
a
are you,
whiteout,
Josh?
we could use another whiteout tomorrow for the Iowa game, but we'll see how that one goes. The Penn State whiteout, nothing like it. I do want to say a personal thanks to the folks that I talked to that contributed to this. If they did not give a straight donation and they set a goal, everyone was over their 100%, which is awesome. Listening to this tonight, it sounds like there's a common thread of Chaz was your scout, or scouts have come back from other countries. Harry Eisenbeis private messaged me and said that a lot of friends that he had as scouts donated to his cause. So it seems like scouting is, we know it's a community, but it goes much deeper than that. There's friendships that last forever. And I know my experience in scouting, I still have friends that I keep in touch with. One lives in Wyoming. We don't get to see each other much, but we eagled at the same time. And those relationships do go on for a very long time because of scouts. So it's awesome to work with a great group of volunteers, professionals here in Hawk Mountain Council. And it does look like a good time underneath the Welcome Center pavilion there. So thanks for what you're doing with this too, Jeff.
Thanks, Josh. It's a perfect night. I mean, the temperature is perfect. The company's great. So, what's that?
Tom's got a comment about the weather out here.
No, the weather's great.
Oh.
I said the company. I'm not sure about the company.
Oh, no.
That's the guy who's not sleeping over.
That's right. We're gonna see how long Tom can get out of his tent once we put him in someone's tent. We're gonna take some lessons from Jim on that. So let's see, Jerry, how are you?
Doing good.
All right. Well, why don't you say a few words here?
Okay, I'll say a couple words. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for participating this evening. I'd like to thank the audience for joining us on Zoom. Over the past several months, Hawk Mountain Council has continued to grow and prosper. Some of the good news is in the overall range of our new breakdown in our territory 13, Hawk Mountain Council leads recruiting of new scouts and cubs. And we are highly ranked throughout the entire nation as far as where we're at with our recruitment. Everyone has put a great effort into it, and I want to thank everybody for helping it, because the more people we can serve, the more scouting will continue to prosper. Urban outreach programs have started back up in Reading and Pottsville. And that also is good news. So even through the pandemic and even through some of the other problems we have had in the past 2 years, as you can see from tonight's participation of all the tenters and all the donors, the support for scouting is still there. I have been doing this for over 37 years as a volunteer, and I cannot think of any better organization to donate my time and effort, because what is happening in today's world, we need scouting more today than we ever did. And I'd like to take this last moment to thank Jeff for his excellent leadership again at this year's Tent In. You've done a wonderful job, Jeff, and a great applause for you. And I turn it back over to you, my friend.
Well, Jerry, you said 37 years. And I have to say the past few years where you had to really apply your leadership with the council has been particularly challenging. And so I really want to thank you for your leadership during these challenging times. The things that we've had to meet and overcome, I think that you've done an excellent job leading us through that. So thank you. I want to give you applause as well.
Thank you, Jeff.
So is there anyone else here? Jim, we're going to have you speak a little while here now. Do you want to say anything right now? You're muted, Jim. Jim.
So just wanted to thank everyone for their participation and you know, I would tell you, I've been in professional scouting for 30 years, but the greatest time for me is with being my son and watching him grow and mature, and then becoming an Eagle Scout and seeing what success is for him, and my daughters being and exploring and all that. So it's just, you know, it is a profession for me, but it also has benefited our family, and I see what the benefits of scouting are. So that's what it means to me. I also want to let everyone know that we actually have a challenge grant of $1,000. So if we can raise another $1,000 tonight, we'll get another 1,000. So I don't know if Dwayne can kind of keep track of that moving forward, but we do need to raise another 1,000 to get that 1,000. So just wanted to put that out there and let everyone know.
I got 230 toward that, Jim,
Okay, very good.
and I'll keep track.
Very good. So we have 230 out of the 1,000 for the challenge grant. So that's something to work towards. Where are we as far as the total, Dwayne? Is there?
Sure. So I'll put up the report here. So right now, you'll see the report, not the charts. I'll run down real quick through Bob Ames, 208%, Chaz, 104, Bill Banzoff, 31, Brian Beto, 41, Jerry Blecker, 121, Ann at 140 now, Jim Berger, 36, Dwayne Kraus, 140, Paul Crow, 182, knocking on the door of 200%. Harry Eisenbeiss, 227%. Jeff Euclid, 58. Tom Faust, 114. David Fry, 100. Nancy Graff, 100. Dennis Harmon, 36. Matt Hensiger, 41, Steve Hoffman, 129, Rich Howard, 21, Michael Hughes, 113%, Kevin Hunke, 184, Tom Kaufman, 208, Dick Kepler, 148, Jim McHale, 271%. Yeah. Jim Milham, 117%. Cole Mitchell still working on it and coming on strong. Mark Molfetta, 107%. Ryan Sagnick, 110. Greg Scolar, 96. Greg, we got to get you over that hump. Randy Widener, 96%. Randy, come on, you can do it. You're working your phone over there. And then we have some unassigned folks that we don't know who they belong to yet. Yeah, we're going to give them to Cole. That's the consistency. So 34,290. And Ann, I think you said 230 raised towards this match. Oh.
Yes, I added $30 to myself on the spreadsheet, and I'm putting in the credit card right now. And then there's going to be another $200 for me in a few minutes. I'm just a slow typer.
Okay.
So yes, 230 toward the challenge match. And if Greg Sklar wants to let us know who his pledges are, I could put those in.
They said they were going to, but they didn't tell me what they were going to give.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell them.
So everyone's still working the phones there? Looks like Cole's, he's right in, it looks like mission control here.
Call the call.
So,
Jeff, why don't we show a...
Come on, go. Come on.
Why don't we show a quick video here?
So Dwayne has a video. We're gonna break this up. And this gives me an opportunity to try some of Steve's cooking.
Good evening. My name is Josephine Thompson-Perez, and I'm a Life Scout with Scouts PSA Troop 171 for girls, and currently hold the position of Junior Assistant Scoutmaster. 3 years ago, if someone would have told me I would be standing here tonight speaking on behalf of fellow Scouts at the leadership dinner, or that I would be a Life Scout working on completing my Eagle project, I would have thought they were crazy. Being a part of the Scouts PSA program was just not something that I would thought I would ever get to experience. A couple of years ago, my little sister joined Cub Scouts as a part of the early adapter program, which kind of set a path for me when the opportunity to join a Scouts PSA troop came about. From kindergarten until I was able to join Scouts PSA, I was a Girl Scout. I had tremendous amount of fun times, but I wanted more. I wanted to push to achieve more. I was in the band, chorus, and musical. Again, I was just a member. So when I heard girls were able to join the new Scouts PSA program and a troop was being formed in Muhlenberg, I figured this could be fun and what I was looking for. But I was also very nervous, not knowing what to expect. Initially, at our joining night, we had 3 girls sign up for the program, but with our help of our Scoutmaster, Rebecca Heiser, we had 3 more girls join our troop. Some of you might not know that the Scouts PSA program is not a co-ed program. We have girls troops and boys troops, and although we work on the same advancements and marathon programs, we are our own unit. We set up our own youth leadership and plan our own program. Since starting the troop, it has been an exciting roller coaster full of adventure, fun, and of course, many learning experiences. One of our lessons we learned early on and share at every pre-camp meeting is the start of a camping trip, especially with anyone new, don't have food in your tent. During our second camping trip as a troop, we went to Rickett's Glen in Benton, PA. The girl I was sharing a tent with got very quiet and whispered to me, "The chips I threw off the tent are gone." Unfortunately, my scoutmaster heard her, and this became an outward lesson for the entire troop. Things that camping trip don't have food in your tent has been one of the many rules every time we start talking about a camping trip. We laugh about it now and remind ourselves to make sure we don't have food in our tent. But we were all scared as can be and learned a very important lesson. I joined this troop at the end of my sophomore year, and I'm just about 2 weeks away from graduating high school. One of the great things about scouting is the friendships I have made with my fellow scouts. I never experienced this before joining. We have worked hard to accomplish what we had in just over 2 years since the troop formed, and continue to experience so many amazing things even during a pandemic. From March to May, our troop met every Monday via Zoom as a troop. The then scouts took 2 to 3 times a week, hosting short Zoom sessions featuring scout skills, fitness, and anything else that was of interest. Our leaders helped organize virtual merit badge sessions, where many of us earned our family life merit badge and started our cooking merit badge. By June, we were so excited to see each other in person. We were able to meet outside every other week for an hour and a half. We were able to, by this end of summer, go on 2 camping trips and a 10-mile hike. I would not be standing here today as a Life Scout without the support and dedication from my fellow members of the troop. Since I joined, I've heard many times from others, the girls don't belong in Scouts PSA and or can't do the things that boys do. To show what an amazing troop I am a part of, I want to share with you a few statistics to show what a group of determined female students can do in 2 years and 2 months with the help of our Scoutmaster. These numbers are just for the 10 girls Scouts currently active in our troop. 78 merit badges earned, 30 ranked advancements achieved, which include 10 girls earning the Scout rank, 6 tenderfoots, 5 second class Scouts, 5 first class Scouts, 3 Star Scout ranks, and 1 Life Scout rank. 3 girls were elected to become Order of the Arrow candidates. This is Scouting Service Society. 91 nights of camping, 347 miles hiked, 123 hours of service to our community. 6 scouts were trained as patrol leaders, 5 trained den chiefs, all currently serving as youth leaders with our pack, and 5 school districts represented. The only thing I regret about my scouting journey is not having enough time. In order to earn the rank of Eagle Scout, I had to work faster at completing requirements and didn't get to fully enjoy some of the moments along the way as much as I would like. However, I will get to experience summer camp this year for the first time along with my troop, which I am very excited about. This year, I will be taking part in the COPE course, which is one of my fellow troop members that joined since when I did. We have been talking about this since our assistant Scoutmaster told us about the course, and it worked out that this is the only year we can do it together as Scouts. COPE stands for Challenging Outdoor Personal Experience, which uses a high COPE road course as part of the challenge. I can't wait to experience this with her. Currently, I'm in the process of completing my Eagle Scout project, Bags of Love. So far, I have completed a fundraiser selling sandwiches to help raise money to purchase supplies and have been distributing letters to friends, family, and local businesses looking for anyone willing to donate items to fill the bags or supplies to make them. During June, I'll be setting up work days for the members of my troop to help me make blankets and assemble the bags before delivering to Lighthouse. Beside my project, I'm finishing up my last 2 merit badges for the Eagle Scout rank and serving our troop as Junior Assistant Scoutmaster. I already spoken to my leader about continuing in as an Assistant Scoutmaster after I earn my Eagle Scout rank, since I will be 18 and no longer a Scout, and would like to support the younger girls to their trail to Eagle. The memories I have made with these girls in Scouting will be something I will never forget, and look forward to continuing with the troop as an adult leader and giving back. I thank you for being here tonight and supporting young people like myself. Your financial support of Hawk Mountain Council is helping to provide memories and experiences that we will remember for the rest of our lives. Thank you.
So I was at
Good
the
evening.
leadership.
My name is Josephine Thompson Perez,
Sorry.
and I'm a Life Scout with Scouts PSA Troop 17.
Thanks, Wayne. I was at the leadership dinner when Josie first spoke, and I have to say that that was one of the best parts of the whole evening, was listening to her talk about her. And you know that scouting and her success in scouting will stay with her whole life. She is, I mean, that's what scouting is all about. And I have to say, I'm very happy to see young women like Josie in the program. I have a son and 3 daughters. My son's an Eagle Scout. My 3 daughters were involved with scouting, and they were involved with venturing. And so my oldest daughter went to Philmont with me. And she went to school with Charles, actually. They were in the same class. And then our venture crew also went to Yosemite backpacking and canoeing in the Adirondacks. But none of my daughters who were participating in scouting could get the rank of Eagle, which I'm so glad that that is an opportunity for women. So how's the phone work going?
Jeff, I have some breaking news.
All right.
Toward the challenge of $1,000, we're now at $380. We received a $50 donation for Randy Widener and a $50 donation for Rich Howitt.
All right, excellent. So we're getting closer to get to the whole 1,000. So thank you, Randy. So let's see here, Dennis. You're working the phone pretty good?
I am working the phone pretty good.
All right.
I'm working the text.
Text it.
Sending the link for through the donation through text.
Okay.
So that's worked out. A lot of begging.
A lot of begging?
A lot of begging.
Kevin, you're still on?
We're still going.
Yeah?
Yes, indeed.
Very nice. So let's see.
I want to know how long's Mikhail going to be in his tent in Ann's backyard?
I'm still here.
You, Ann will write you up for having squatters' rights back there.
Well, with it going 2-1 against me, I'm figuring I'm going to change my address.
Jim, if you need any showings covered, I'll happily show your listings for you.
No worries. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So Kevin, maybe you can come up here and tell a little bit. Here, first of all, as far as the camp this year, how did the summer go from your point of view?
I think the summer went great. We were short on staff. It's difficult to hire, as we all know. No one really wants to work. But the staff that we had was awesome. Probably the best camp staff we've had in a number of years. Not just saying that, they were really good kids, pitched in everywhere. And the volunteers that we had in camp were all great.
So, well, how long have you been a ranger here at camp?
So I started here in 1995. Before that, I was a ranger at Broad Creek in Baltimore. Started in '86. So actually became a Boy Scout in '78, the same year that Hawk Mountain was formed. So maybe it was destiny, who knows? So very good. They're having a good time.
I know that everyone, one reason you're getting so much support is that you're a good one to work with here. I mean, the suppliers, the kids, so I really thank you for what you do. What were your thoughts when were you a part of the Kenton last year?
I was not.
So being in the fundraising side is not the normal course for rangers, I would imagine. What are your thoughts on doing this?
Well, I certainly don't mind, but I kind of do fundraising on the side, because as I talk with our vendors, I try to get free trucking. I want to thank Pioneer Pole Buildings right up the street from us. We had our big water line project this spring, and they hauled in a lot of stone, donated a lot of trucking for us. bringing that stone from the quarry. Miller Brothers Construction brought equipment in to spread the stone and get our roads fixed up. So although it's not the cash, they certainly give a lot of value in equipment and time and labor.
So as far as the improvements that have been made at camp, have you seen the benefits of the work that's gone into it?
For sure, our water is not leaking out. We've got a big project this year coming up, working at the Boy Scout swimming pool, replacing some underground piping there. The hurricane we had beginning of last month did a number on our roads, so we're looking to get some funding for fixing roads, putting culvert pipes in under the roads to get some water off the roads so it doesn't wash again.
So this isn't the first storm the camp has had.
No.
So has some of the improvements made years ago, have you noticed the benefits of that?
Yes, absolutely. What we did probably 12 years ago, we put some pipes in under the roads and that certainly helped.
Yeah, it looked like it held up better.
Yes, for sure.
So, and it seems like having these washouts is probably not the end of it. This is probably a more common thing.
Well, yeah, there are 100-year storms that are happening every 5 years. But hopefully with some engineering help, we're going to get the water off the roads and keep it where it needs to be. So that'll be another big project this year.
So, and I have to ask you about the water lines. How many feet of pipe were you digging up? And
this past spring, we did 3,000 feet of water line. Here comes Mark, right into the picture here.
If you could say hi. Hi. We have 400.
I've got the lean.
I've got the lean.
Wow.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
You been anywhere interesting?
Who's camping tonight?
I am. I'm going to be here.
No, I'm not. If you donate more, I'll only stay all day tomorrow.
Okay.
And Mark, we're trying to raise another.
Going to Dublin for
$10,000.
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna be so
Yeah,
good.
we're trying to.
Yeah, my friend had gone before. And texted me like 2 weeks ago.
There you go. Let's see what we can do. So, Dwayne?
Yeah, we're doing some technical changes here. Our screen went dark for a second here.
Kill the camera.
Okay.
There we
There we
go.
are.
You'll never take a picture of me again.
Oh, battery died.
Oh.
We thought it was Mark's fault, but it was just the battery.
Yeah, just the battery. It's about 2 hours.
So anyway, how many feet of pipe
So,
here?
so our water line that was put in the ground when camp was built had failed, and we replaced this past spring about 3,000 feet of water line. Jared Iyer, our local plumber from down in Reading, don't remember the troop number, but he came up and helped us out every weekend. He helped us with the Willits renovation, so great guy, great helper. So we definitely want to thank Jared for that.
And
I
is all the
talked
pipe
directly with
fixed?
We've got about,
my dad, both
we
of
got
them tried
about
to do the credit
2,000
card,
feet to
couldn't get
go,
through
but
for
we're
whatever
focusing
reason.
on Weary Pool for this fall and then water line in the spring.
And then I just put the credit card in.
Any other projects here that are coming up? That's
Every day is a project. So they're the big ones we're going to be focusing on this year.
so. You were involved with the Willits, and the kitchen was the one thing that was fixed up last year.
Right.
From your perspective
I did put
of that,
the
what
credit
what
card.
did you notice a difference of all those improvements?
Oh, certainly. Wendy, who is our lead cook, she loved the air conditioning in the kitchen. I think we all did. I think the warmest it was in the 80s instead of about 110 in the summertime. So much safer for us. The floor was not wet. The equipment worked well. Siegfried's restaurant equipment helped us out with that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm still waiting on a donation from Buddy for the tent in, so I had to get a hold of Buddy.
Okay, well, very good.
I feel like a NASCAR driver taking everybody on the car.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have uniform. You can have a Pioneer pole buildings right here. And, all right. Well, thanks, Kevin.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Thanks for what you've done.
Jim Milham, are you, I know you went home not feeling the best here. Are you feeling better?
A little better. Yep. Yep. This is making me feel much better.
Yes. So Dwayne, or Ann,
We're working on this one now.
oh, they're coming up with some numbers now here. Okay. Let's see here. Where is Dennis? We want you to tell us a little bit here. So anyway, how you doing with your goal, first of all?
Well, I know my sister and my dad pledged last night, but they couldn't get through on the credit card, so we're gonna bill them and get that in. And I just made a pledge, which makes my goal now at just over 100%.
All right, so you, very, very good. So
Who just said that?
Dennis did.
is that, you have that in your numbers there, Ann?
I don't. I
Not yet.
don't.
Dwayne's on this end trying to.
Well, the credit card.
Dwayne got it.
Try it
Oh,
again.
Dwayne got it. Okay. All right. How much was that donation, Dennis? Because we might have hit our $1,000.
110.
See, it's
Yep, we did it.
All right, very
Yep, we're
good.
1,066.
So Ann, you can also add, $50 onto that as well. That goes towards Dennis. I put it on his page, so. It's not Dennis's pledge, but it goes on his.
The 160. Okay.
Yeah, just put that 160 in.
Yeah, so we're at 1,116 on that $1,000 challenge match.
So what's our total at right now? And does that include the challenge?
This does not include the challenge at this point. That's, we're at $35,230.28. And then we'll add the $1,000 match on top of that, which will take us to $36,328. So Ann, if you'd add that onto that list.
All right, so we're closing in on the $40,000 goal here. How's that texting going on, guys? Is it? You have to look a little bit more confident than that, all right? So I see Steve. How are you, did you ever find that lousy person that was ghosting you? Or
Oh, no, he came in for $200.
Did he?
Yeah, he's been ghosting me since I started. But I have another guy here who's trying to donate half the technical issues, so we're gonna send him an invoice.
All right. So we're still working
it. All right.
Tom, can you possibly have anyone left on your list?
There's always somebody
There's
else.
always- Are you able to share any thoughts here on what makes a successful 10-10?
Just perseverance.
Just perseverance, and you can't talk to too many people, I would guess.
Right, yeah, that's right.
How many people do you have on your list that you work with?
I reached out to about 125.
125. I mean, quantity matters.
Yes, yep.
And what have you found the reception pretty good here with the people you've contacted?
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of people, a lot of nonprofits that are struggling and trying to find help just like we are.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think it's obviously it's a good story. I always relay how much I get out of the scouting program, and certainly just kind of ask them to help participate in keeping the scouting program strong in our council. So
yeah. Now you're a great example for us doing this kind of things. And you know a lot of people in the community, which is a help in the scout troop and. So. What would you like to do next, Wayne?
Let's show a popcorn video.
Okay.
This one of our scouts in action here.
Are you muted or not?
I am not. I don't know what's up with the screen. One of our scouts in action here. We're gonna share a video, and I think everybody should buy popcorn from this young man.
Okay. Well, also, the first time I sell popcorn, this. Wow. What do you mean you sell popcorn? Oh, you didn't have to look up for popcorn? No. Well, it's the making source that requires all the fun activities that we can do. Well, that's cool and all, but is there anything else for it?
Start off with.
So if I haven't convinced you yet, I don't know what will. But for all of you going to my popcorn, put the link down below.
Jeff, go back on.
Well, I know I ordered popcorn enough to last me for about the next 20 years. Big carton of it. And so anyway, so I have another trivia question here for you, Dwayne. Are you able to tell me from your work here how many donors roughly that we have?
Yeah, so far we have 359 donors that have contributed a total, and I put the match in below $36,381, including that match. So that puts us at a total of 91% of our goal so far. So we just need 9% more to reach our goal.
All right, well, we're close. You see anything coming close? Well, I haven't made my goal yet, so I'm like at 56% of my goal, but the one that I haven't put in yet.
Have I got back over?
The one goal that I put in, I have a $4,000 goal, and I think I'm about 56%. So I'm almost $2,000 off. So the company I work with is Entech Engineering in Reading, and my company has said that they'll contribute $5,000 if they can keep me in my tent for a long, long time. So
I have zip ties.
So anyway, I made sure that I didn't put the fly in the tent, so maybe I can break through the screen or whatever. But anyway, with that donation, I'm hopeful that I've met my goal, and I'm hopeful that we put us as a council to our goal.
That takes us, Jeff, thank you very, very much. That's incredible. $41,381.03. Go. Nice job. So I think we should go out to our Zoom community here. For those that are on the call, any additional contributions to add to that?
Anyone else? We've got only, how many people we have on Zoom? No? Well, anybody have some last minute? People come in for you on your texts? Cole's still working on it?
Yeah, Cole's still coming on, strong.
So
Do you need a
Come on, Cole.
towel?
I believe in you, Cole. I believe in you.
I'm sure if we do a quick little.
So we will keep the Zoom link, or Zoom link, I'm sorry. We will keep your individual page links up at least through Wednesday or Thursday. So if you've had some people that said, hey, I'd still like to contribute, or I was going to contribute, but I haven't had a chance, we'll leave those links open. We will get a full report out to everybody, but I am really excited. I want to share, and I don't want to hold us longer, except for last year when this was all said and done, we raised $42,000 through this this event, and that was all virtual, first time event. We are at $41,381 so far tonight. So we're close to getting over what we raised last year. So I'd like to give a big round of applause, and I'll stand up in front of the group. Thank you all. We greatly appreciate it.
Give him Cole. Thank you. Especially Cole. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I guess we'll sign off, and let us know how Jim gets out of his tent.
I will. My backyard is almost at $4,000, so we're not done, Randy.
Not done. All right.
We're not done.
I'm not done either, Ann.
Jim, any last words?
Wait, I'm gonna text Raj Jagadisan and let him know what's going on.
Hey, that's my neighbor. That's cruel.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Have a good night.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone. Great job, everyone. I appreciate everyone's efforts, and this is the purest fundraising, people giving to people and people giving to scouting. And, I think 360 donors is amazing. I know we have some breaking news from the STEM division of scouting. So Josh, you want to announce that?
Yeah, Jim, thanks. Real quick. After being shuttered and stymied last year because of COVID, Lisa Water has gotten us back into Albright College for the return of STEM U. So Saturday, January 8th, we're going to have to adapt with some of the restrictions that the college is giving us. But if you're associated with a unit, this is exciting news that we will be back on campus January 8th for STEM U. The staff was asked this afternoon, and about 50% of the staff, that STEM U staff, has already replied and said we're in. So we're moving on that. Look for more information to come. But January 8th, we're back. STEM U, the gap, the break is over. So thanks, everybody. This was awesome tonight. Jim, it's back to you.
Yep. Thank you, Josh. That's great news. I wanted to end with, the Jubilee was amazing last weekend. I know there was a lot of sweat, tears, blood, all that stuff to put that thing together. I mean, we delayed it a year. Our volunteers, 100 volunteers plus, helped out that weekend. A special thanks to Dave Prine for leading that effort. And I know people already want to know when the next one is. We'll take a break from that. But there was 800 people there with vendors and scouts and family and all that. And that's amazing that we could bring them together and pull it off. So I just want to thank everyone for that. So it's great coming off a positive weekend like that. I also announced to the leaders that night that there looks like there's a resolution in place for the settlement and the bankruptcy for the BSA. So I feel like we're going in the right direction right now. So have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Jeff, for your leadership. Please thank your company for that generous gift. We really appreciate it. And hope everyone stays safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you. Igloo cooler to dump on Jeff.
No pies for me.
So it's January 1st.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to be out there.